one thing about these programs for a community wireless broadband, it takes a village, right? I mean, it is not an easy task. It's a brave new world out there. We're an IT-based company, but these projects can be very involved in all departments of the city, to include public works and IT, the city manager's office, transportation, all these different groups. And that's just on one side of the equation. And at SmartWAVE, what we try to do a good job of is we're kind of like that duck, right? Floating on top of the water with those feet just paddling like crazy underneath the water. And what makes that duck move? It's partners and partnerships with companies like WAVE and Zach here. So I'm really excited to have Zach on the podcast for this one. And
is he the duck at the top, or is he the feet on the bottom?
He's the feet, man. He's hustling. He's hustling for us. He's making things happen. I tell you, here's how it goes, Nick. In this business, you got to move in fast pace. You got a lot of expectations. You gotta meet, right? And we're out there making some promises, and Zach's fulfilling the commitments. I mean, it's amazing what these guys are able to do over at WAVE, and they keep a sense of humor about it too, because they know that we're gonna put them to the test every once in a while, right?
It's good you guys don't see my feet right now. I'm kicking like crazy. Cool, calm, and collected up top.
Well, Zach, why don't you comment? Why don't you explain a little bit about how does distribution play into this? Because I think a lot of people, again, they work with SmartWAVE and they work with people that are working through the design and implementation. They don't always really understand what goes on under the water, right? Of how that actually works. So maybe you can give us some context for what it is and how important it is.
Yeah, I think a lot of people's perception of distribution is, hey, you're a bank and a truck, and just ship me the bucks, man. That's all it takes, right? And there is a lot more planning that goes into it. And really, when you talk about, I think Al hit the nail on the head, and we have an internal mantra as well, as how do we connect America? How do we connect Canada? Because we also have involvement in Canada. How do we connect people faster? The pandemic totally accelerated and really demonstrated that we've got this huge digital divide. This huge, digital divide is just an overused term, but it couldn't be more true. When you start hearing about kids in Texas who can't connect to school, or a child is falling behind in school scholastically and getting bad grades because they just don't have internet access, that to me, it's almost criminal. And it's like, how do we make a difference, and how do we accomplish this together? And it is takes a tribe, takes a community to get this thing done. Really, when the pandemic hit, everybody no longer was within these four walls, and they all went home. So it was school from home, it was businesses from home. And so the demand for the wares that we distribute and stock on our shelves and help Al out with, the demand absolutely spiked. And then you have that with supply chain chokes, where manufacturing facilities get shut down, ports get shut down. So this huge demand just spiked. And now you have shutdowns and things like that. It absolutely emphasized the fact that we need to be better in our planning, better in our communication with our partners. It made us more nimble as an organization. And we really pride ourselves on, we don't have solution A for you, Al. We have solution B or C. And how can we work together to accomplish that ultimate goal? So of connecting America. And really, so it just shone a big light on our business, better planners, better communication, and be super nimble, more nimble than you have ever been. And a lot of that stuff happens in the backdrop with our supply chain team, our engineers, our folks that do staging services, and a lot of those things. So true team effort, and there's a good sampling of a lot of the things that go on in the background.